up and burn more calories.
Constantly doing squats without any resistance will not help you build muscle in your gluteus maximus, like so. To build muscle, you need some sort of resistance band around your legs. You want to put it very close to your knees, right above them, and spread your legs to have that resistance on your outer glutes. And then you can start doing squats. Hip thrust is another way to grow your glute. And people usually do this at a gym, also with resistance bands, but many times people don't have access to that, so you can do it laying down just with a band. To do a hip thrust, you want to be laying down either on a mat, or you can do it on the grass like we're doing, and you want to have a resistance band right above your knee and spread your legs open to have the resistance on the side of your glute. And so you lay back down and you want to focus the weight on your heel. So if it helps, you can lift your toes up like this, but I don't have that problem. Okay, so you can put your hands on the ground and you're going to go up and flex your glute like so. Down, up. Our next exercise for the glute is going to be a leg raise. So we're going to lay on our side and we're going to lift our leg up with a resistance band on to have that pressure. So for your leg raises, you want to be on your side. You can have your arm here for support, your resistance band above your knee, and your bottom knee folded back for more resistance. And so you raise your leg up, raise down, up, down, and you have that resistance here on the side of your glute. You can also place it around your ankle. This one you don't want to put your knee back for obvious reasons, and we're just going to do the same thing. Up, down, up, down. It's a lot more resistance though.
Our next exercise will be planks. Carly will be demonstrating how you can work your core, which is very effective. See, what she's doing wrong is she needs to have her legs up and her back fully straight. Her arms close, aligned, and her head straight. Another form of a plank you can do is get on your elbows, and this might be harder for you if you want a challenge. Like so, Carly will demonstrate. Your elbows are directly parallel to each other and your back is flat. You can hold this for about 30 seconds to a minute to strengthen your core in no time.
Another ab workout is Russian twists. They help strengthen your ab and get a smaller waist. You can add some weight to help you with the workout. Raise your legs and use anything from an ordinary object like her hydro flask, and she will do a couple Russian twists, moving from side to side.
Another great glute exercise is a lunge, and a raised lunge helps even more. So balance yourself like this on either a bench or even a partner, and just go down, up, down, up. And you always want to focus your weight on the heel. So for our juice, first we're going to be needing 10 leaves of kale. When we get it, we want the kale to be organic kale. In this batch, we don't want to get it because it is all moldy and it looks like bugs ate it. We want it to be all fresh and clean. We're going to be getting this kale because it's fresh and healthy and it doesn't have any mold or bugs in it. So next on our ingredients, we're going to be needing an English cucumber. An English cucumber is different from a regular cucumber because this one is skinnier and longer. So we're going to be needing this one. Usually they are wrapped in plastic wrap so that you'll know the difference. Okay, so next with our ingredients, we're going to be needing spinach. I would prefer to get this type of spinach instead of the bags because you know that this is organic and fresh. Next on our list is 2 Granny Smith apples. Next on our list is ginger. I prefer to get organic ginger because it's healthier for you. Last but not least, we're going to be needing limes. Get a lime that's dark green so that you know that it's ripe. Vegetables, and you're going to be washing them because nobody likes dirty vegetables. Okay, so next you're going to be wanting to cut off the bottom part of the kale so that it will fit in the salad spinner to dry it off, and it will be easier to put in the juicer. Okay, so after you cut off the bottom, you're going to want to remove the leaf from the stem. So you're going to be cutting a line right next to the stem along the leaf There, you got your leaf. Spinach, you're gonna be wanting to cut off the stem so it's only the leaf, which is what we want because that's the good part. So now with the Granny Smith apples, you're gonna wanna cut them into slices. English cucumber, you're going to wanna cut off the ends so that it's just the main part. So after you cut off the ends, you're gonna wanna slice the cucumber so that it's in like little cucumber slices. With the ginger, the recipe said to cut 1 inch of fresh ginger. So now we are going to be cutting about 1 inch.
That's more than 1 inch.
This is 1 inch. Finally, we are going to be cutting 1/2 of lime. Okay, so now it's time for the juicing. We need to turn on the juicer, obviously, to start. And now we are going to be starting with our fresh kale leaves. We're going to be sticking it in and pushing it down so that it will get juiced. Okay, so once you're done with the kale, you will end up with this leftover and the juice. So now we're going to be moving on to the apples. We're going to do the same thing where we just stick it in and push it down. You're going to be doing your cucumber. The same thing, you're just going to be sticking it in here and pushing it down. Now you're moving on to the spinach. Just like the kale, you're just going to be putting the leaves into the hole. Okay, so now we're going to move on to putting the ginger in. This is a little tricky. If your ginger is too big, you might want to cut it in half, but since mine is a good size, you can just stick it right in and put it in there, just like that. The juicer that you have should come with a strainer. So with the strainer, you're going to put it over any bowl. I chose this glass bowl so you guys could see what's going on. And so you are going to be taking the juice and you're going to dump it over the strainer to get all of that foam stuff, and you just are left with the juice part. And then to push down this part, we're going to grab a spoon and we're going to just going to go like that. After that you strain the juice, you're going to take your lime and you're just going to squeeze it all on the top. After you stirred it and you grab your cup, you're just going to pour it in. And grab a straw, put it in your drink, and now drink it.